So, in so many words, material possessions of any type, money, currency, whatever, cannot solve these particular issues. These issues or these challenges can only be resolved by going within ourselves and questioning why it is we are with this individual. Until we begin to do that, we're going to feel as though that there's something lacking in our relationships, and we're going to seek to go outside, whether it's to a prostitute, okay, escort, or whatever. Now, let's look at the person who's coming in as the person on the side in a situation of this sort. That's a whole two. Okay. Number one, adultery is done. And I'm not necessarily speaking from a biblical perspective, even though it has something to do with that. If you heard the beginning of this post, and I think it was either the first or the second video of this series, I explained that an adulterer is something or someone that comes in to take you off track of a goal or a particular road to a manifestation. Okay, so they're just as much involved in the whole game as with the person who's in the relationship and chooses to go outside. Now, you're thinking, what does this other person who's being considered a whore, what's their payment? That can be many of things. That can be attention. There are some individuals that really love being the person on the side. And the reason why, because the fact in the long run, they don't have to deal with the responsibilities like the person that they're cheating with is with. However, that all changes when feelings get involved. Okay. However, at times, person on the side can be receiving attention as the payment. Now, this moves into the arena dealing with attention whores. These are whores who don't necessarily seek the payment or any payment that's material. The payment is attention. I know of far too many attention whores. Some of them at one point used to be really close to me. And attention whores are anyone that would do anything, especially anything that immoralizes and goes against their being just to get some attention from someone. Example, I've met some women in my life who would do anything not to be alone. They have to be in a relationship, even if the relationship is not harmonious and of benefit to them. They have to be with someone, and they are willing to do whatever they can in order to get that attention. I have seen brothers that do this too. I have seen brothers who are in relationships and or marriages where they have a spouse or a partner that really don't give a damn about them. Their partner is with them because of that they are the path of least resistance compared to all the other knuckleheads they probably dealt with before. And this person here is, well, it's the safe zone. And I know these brothers that will do everything to the point that they will let go of their businesses. They will let go of their dreams that can manifest in reality just to attempt to win the affection and approval of a spouse that really doesn't care about them and probably really doesn't wish to be with them. And if they had another situation that they can go to, they will leave that person who's the attention whore. Okay? Attention whore, being an attention whore, that can lead you to being a whore who accepts money, who accepts gifts or whatever. I've seen plenty of people who at one time just wished to have attention, and somewhere along the lines of them doing what they do to get that attention, they finally just resorted to getting money. And I'm gonna tell you who these people are, right? They're always the people that'll say stuff like, I'm all about my money. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. If I'm gonna be with you, you gotta have this. If I'm gonna be with you, you gotta have that. That's, in so many words, translated, it means this. I have made some very dumb and unwise decisions in the past with the people that I have been involved with. So now anybody else coming in is going to have to pay for what that person didn't do. So it's like this. Say, for instance, if you have a woman that was involved with a guy, and I'm not saying it's all material. However, the guy never showed her a good time. He never took her to the movies. He never took her to McDonald's or something like that. Never took her to a buffet. Never just took her to the park and just let her talk, get out her feelings. All he did was come over, eat dinner she cooked, fucked her, and left. Okay? Now, in this situation, she knows what this cat is. However, she will allow herself to further prostitute to get the attention, to attempt to win some type of favor. Even if that emotional favor is him talking about her, berating her, and, and abusing her in whatever way. With attention whores, any attention is good attention. Because even if a person calls you a downright dirty, snotty ass, nasty ass bitch, at least that's directed towards you and not somebody else. And I really select for you all to really understand what it is that I'm saying here. An attention whore is the worst type of whore because that opens up the floodgates to do any old thing just to get attention. All right. Now, gold diggers, or people who are with other people merely for the fact of getting something of material out of them. And here's the thing. A lot of individuals who are gold diggers don't even accept it. Well, a lot of people who are hoes don't even accept it. They feel that because they know what a hoe, or think they know what a hoe is, when they do it, it's not the same thing. Yes, it is the same thing. What makes it worse is the fact you know better and you're still doing it. Okay? So a gold digger is a hoe that you're not going to see on the street, or they're not going to be in a brothel or a whorehouse. Yet it's still the same. If in order for you to spend time with the individual, okay, and if this individual requires you to take them out to eat, or do anything that requires spending money or giving them money, that's a whore. And if you participate, then you're John, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're male or female, you're John. Okay? I once dated a sister that felt like the only way a man can win her affection is if he take her out. And so the conversation came up about prostitution, and I basically related to her, well, you're exemplifying the actions of a whore. She didn't wish to accept it at first, but when I explained it, she couldn't say nothing because it was the same thing. Okay, well, some of you will be like, well, you're giving the whore the money up front. Okay, what does the whore do with the money when they get it? They go eat, they go buy clothes, the same thing the gold diggers go to do. Check. Now, so if you are an individual who exhibits these actions in your daily life, then I shouldn't have to tell you what you are. I'm not calling you a whore or a prostitute or whatever. You're exhibiting the actions. And if you're exhibiting those actions, that forms your reality, and your reality is going to manifest what you put out. So if you're acting like a whore, a prostitute, don't get mad when a person approaches you like you are, especially if you're dressing like one. What is dressing like a whore? You're advertising, making sure that the breasts look all firm, showing cleavage, showing ass, all of this stuff. And added with a lot of makeup, that constitutes, in some respects, not all respects, but that constitutes the so-called whore or the prostitute uniform. Okay? Point blank and simple. Now, if this pisses you off, that's just you. And if it does, then that's something that you have to take up with self. Okay? I have to admit, a lot of us have been running on automatic pilot, even if we feel that we are in control. A lot of us are still exhibiting actions that have been passed down to us, and we're not recognizing it because we're comfortable and cool with that.